I'll just start off with this, Ryan. Dude, you're a freaking all-star. All-star bro Hearn, dude. I'm smiling. Like, I know you're ecstatic. Like, you're starting in the all-star game here next week. Like,
yeah, dude, it's insane.
would you have imagined that whatever it was 4 years ago, whatever, on the bench in Kansas City, sitting there? Did you ever think that this would kind of come to fruition, or you just realized you had to take it more day by day?
I thought maybe I could be like an NPB All Star, or like a KBO All Star, or no. I mean, no, I didn't. I thought I was just trying to survive. I was just trying to stay in the major leagues, and thought that was probably not going to happen. So I mean, it's been a whirlwind since coming to Baltimore, and I think last year when I kind of got close, I was kind of realized like, oh my gosh, this could actually happen. I could be an all-star one day, like if I continue to play well. And but yeah, very just grateful to so many people, and just to be able to continue to play Major League Baseball and to be able to be an all-star is insane. To be able to say that, put that on your resume. But yeah, I'm extremely excited.
Yeah, I mean, you already told me you got the suit picked out. You're rocking it. Most expensive piece of clothing you bought in then? Because you gotta
By
look
far,
good.
yeah, by far. Still feel a little weird about it. Not. It's a black suit, so I'll be able to wear it again. But like, yeah, very expensive for sure for me.
Well, hell yeah. And also shout out the Red Sox for trading Devers away from it. That was not gonna say that didn't help. But overall, a guy that was deserving. You've been the most consistent bat on the team through and through this year. You've really found yourself in Baltimore. And I tell people all the time of this because you're 31, right?
Yep.
And you're going to be 32 on July 26th, correct?
Correct. 2 weeks.
You want to know why I know that?
Don't we have the same birthday?
We do. We're the same. We're same birthday, same age,
same name. Sorry,
same
Doc.
name. You're better looking, beard and no beard. I have less hair. That's about it.
I disagree. This is my hairline's receding. That's why I wear a hat in every podcast. And this is a face only a mother could love. But
oh gosh, you know what? You are humble, and that's really why I think you've resonated so much with Baltimore, Ryan. You're a guy that you don't give into at bets. You are constantly trying to work on your craft, and then you found that rhythm. And here you are. You're 31. Things kind of click together. And I tell people it's not about how you start off. It's really kind of, can you stay in the hunt long enough, right, to get a chance to figure it out? And you just mentioned that you stayed around. It didn't work out in Kansas City. Was there any moment that I actually like, this is what I want to talk about with adversity. Season's been up and down, right? But the Birds, you guys are kind of getting going here. Don't tell me there's a chance.
Right.
But through your lowlights, did you have a low moment in KC or somewhere else that really kind of that stuck out to you that you look back at now, like where you were like, damn, not saying it was a turning point, but you know what I mean? That there's a little bit of perspective behind that.
Oh, many things that happened over the course of 2019 through 2022 that gave me perspective. And a lot of players, especially young players that are, prospect status, all this stuff come up and they haven't had it taken away yet. Hopefully some of them, it never gets taken away. They're that good of players, but
Yeah.
for me, when I had it taken away from me, the physically going up to bat, having an at bat, competing, being on the field, when that was taken away from me for an extended period of time, you gain a new perspective, you gain a appreciation for it when you do get to play every day. Because there was a long stretch where I thought probably not going to be an everyday player or anything close to that anymore. So when I got to Baltimore, got the opportunity to have at bats, the opportunity to fail and still be in the lineup the next day, I appreciated it, and I still do. And I don't take it for granted. I mean, what a gift to be able to put on a major league uniform, go play a game for more money than I thought I would ever make in my life in front of, thousands and thousands of people. Like, how cool is that? What more could you ask for? As a kid growing up, that's all I wanted to do. So, yeah, but as far as like one moment, I mean, I sat the bench for, I want to say it was 18 days. I think it was 18 days, 18 games straight. I didn't touch the field. And as a competitor and a player, like, that is torture, man, because, and the field becomes, it goes from like, oh yeah, I'm playing first base, to like, oh my gosh, that's the field. I haven't been on the field in, 15, 16, 17, 18 days. Like, it becomes something else. Like, and then you could, and then when you do get back out there, like, the anxiety and, oh, I don't want to screw up, and then, really not play for a long time, or it can play mental games on you. So I think when I had one of those long stretches, it was really hard on me. And, you start to feel like you're not even on the team. Like, you don't have a role. You're not like commanding respect from your teammates, maybe because you don't really do anything for the team. And I'm very much a realist. I understand that, like, I'm on the bench for a long time and I'm not helping out. And it was just a really hard thing for me to handle every day, and not, go off the deep end, or like, I don't know, freak out, or just go into depression mode. You gotta, and I had a lot of help. John Mabry comes to mind, but I mean, and I had some of my best friends in the world were on that team too, so that definitely helped. But they kept me sane, man. But yeah, I think that was probably a low point.
Yeah. People talk about now when they don't see a guy in the lineup for 2 or 3 days. 18 days is an eternity for baseball players, dude. I remember my last year, and like, teams, you got to prioritize prospects and players. And, I wasn't, that guy. Then they gave other opportunities. And with my opportunities, I didn't play well. And I remember I'd sit almost for 6, 7, 8 days. And those feelings, I felt the exact same way of where when I had an opportunity, I feel like I had to prove myself.
Right.
Out of rhythm. I'm frustrated. I'm fighting that depression. You're pissed off. And then you're just in this weird headspace, right?
Yep.
Like, you're trying not to lose yourself. Guilty. I might've lost myself a couple times, but that's the game that I don't think people understand. And it doesn't mean you can't have success. Right. Mm-hmm. Because not only were you in that situation, your right-handed version of you, Brent Rooker, and him sitting on the bench, and it's almost like that Paul Rudd gif where it's like, hey, look at us. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, hey, look, hey, who would have thought? Look at us. You and Rooker are all-stars, and you both weren't guys in Kansas City. He's had a great stretch there with Oakland, or sorry, not Oakland, Sacramento, maybe Vegas, whatever they're called, the Athletics. But 2 all-stars were sitting there that might have not been at the surface level guys. I think that was the point I wanted to try to make. Have you ever talked to Rook about that?
I mean, yeah, like, we'll talk about that every now and then. That guy's awesome, man. That's one of my boys. Very happy for him. He's my pick to win the Derby because he is so freakishly strong, dude. That guy's a tank. Just when he's in the Derby, just look at the size of his neck. You know what I mean?
The neck,
muscular neck. And I don't. I was kind of poke fun at his neck because it is so insanely muscular. But that guy's awesome, dude, and he's a baller, and I'm very happy for him, and not surprised at all. When he got out and got an opportunity to play, he's just a good player.
Period. Good player. Now, all the home run derby, the only thing I'm going to do is just stare at Brent Rooker's neck, not anything else. Just seeing what's happening there. But I'm gonna remember this. Brent Rooker's your pick. It's always the guys that you really don't expect, like Cal Raleigh, Big Dumper with nickname, like he's the top of the list. Ronald Acuna Jr. Don't sleep on guys like Brent. I like that.
I mean,
that.
every guy in it is a monster and can hit the ball 115 plus miles an hour. But I just think, I don't know. I just got a feeling about Rook. Now, it is in Atlanta. Being a lefty might be an advantage, which is something to think about. But I think Rook's got like crazy juice.
Crazy juice. I mean, they all do. They all hit bombs. I mean, sure. Brent had said like what 30 some jacks last year, and you got James Wood that hits the ball further opposite field than he does pulling the baseball. Like
it's different. The way he hits the ball is pretty incredible. That guy's.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that up close and personal. I mean, I get the oh shit moment when I see him make contact. I think he's going to be a top 5 hitter in the league within the next year or two.
He's a
specimen. He's no Ryan O'Hearn, obviously, but
in what way?
Just that you're a Ryan, you're 31 years old, and you're a damn good ball player, and you're beloved in Baltimore. I think that's definitely the advantage. People love you here. And maybe to wrap this up, we talk about this off air, and this isn't about being rah-rah and like, hey, the birds are back in this and all this shit, but just the reality. You are still in this. It was a rough stretch, but don't sleep on you guys. I mean, this is a group that with Manzo, you guys have refused to bow down, and hell, some would argue that you're starting to find the stride. Might not be at the time that you wanted, but the time is right now.
Manso's been great. First of all, Manso is awesome. More than capable of being a major league manager. He's really good at it. Yeah, I mean, we're 6 games back of the wild card right now after a big day yesterday, right? We're 6 games back, right?
I believe so, yeah.
That's not that far out of it, Ryan. That's all I'm saying. We got a 3-game series here against Miami, All-Star break, and then a full homestand week, including a doubleheader. So that's another game in there. I mean, my goal is to make it hard for the front office. Of course, we want to win every day. What if we rattle off the next 7? Then, I don't know. Who knows what they do? It's above my pay grade. I don't make those decisions. But my goal is to make it hard on the front office. I love the guys in the locker room. We want to stick together. We want to we want to see this thing out. I think we've been playing a lot better baseball as of lately. We got some horses coming back in August in Bradish and Grayson. Maybe, I don't know. This is my pitch. Maybe we're buyers after we win the next however many. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. The game is insanely unpredictable. There's a lot of teams that are in that, 3, 4, 5, 6 games out of the wild card spot. But I don't know. It feels like every time this year when our back has been like completely against the wall, like yesterday, like I feel like if we lose a game yesterday, this is maybe a different conversation. But we won 2 games yesterday against the Mets, a really good team. There's a lot of positives and reasons to think that this team could make a run at it. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, you know what? I like it. That was the pitch. That was the pitch right there. I want you to be buyers at the deadline so long as we keep winning. You know this. There's things you can't control. What you can control is you bust your ass. You go out there. You do the damn thing and see where it falls. But what you do know is the teams that are in front of you, can you catch them? The answer is yes. Is there less time to do it? Of course. But if you play what you're capable of doing, yeah, then who says that the O's can't make a little history here and get hot and make a run as we continue on?
We watched the Tigers do it last year.
Yep.
And people forget, maybe people don't forget, but after the deadline, you have 2 months of baseball to play.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to be within striking distance, and you got to get hot, and then anything can happen.
Yeah, every vet pro. And for me growing up in the game, like I was with Ryan Zimmerman a couple weeks ago, and the Nats were like a top team for a stretch, right? And they never won the World Series, let alone a playoff series when they were top dogs in the NL. It was the one year where they were 19-31, scratching and clawing to get to the postseason. And then they go on that run and they win the whole damn thing, right? So that's how baseball works. You got to be getting hot at the right time. Just maybe in this series, we can't let Kyle Stowers and Norby have their revenge games,
Yeah.
But I am so happy. I love those guys. Stowers is my teammate in 21. So I'm super happy. You're going to see him in Atlanta too.
Yeah.
So
sure. Both of those guys, awesome people, awesome players. Can't say enough good things about them.
Yeah, man, it's the business. It's the business of it, but I'm glad that they're shining. I'm glad you're shining. And you got to let me know at some point, dude. Iron Rooster wants to put an all-star O'Hearn Roost Tart on the menu. So you got to give me something at some point here.
All right. I'll put my brainstorming hat on and figure something out.
You can ask the missus, what's her favorite? Like we can even do it that way.
All right.
Okay. All right, man. Well, hey, be good. I appreciate you, Ryan. Congrats again. Of all the all-stars, I'm super, super ecstatic for you. It's well deserved. Go look good in your black suit. Good luck this weekend, and I'll see you around. All right.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for having me on.